Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marshfield's virtual Veterans Day ceremony. I'm Bill Dodge, Director of Veteran Services for the town of Marshfield. We are here today to honor the sacrifice and dedication of those who have served in the armed forces and the World War II Merchant Marine. These men and women left their families and the safety of their homes to serve and defend our country. Their selfless service and devotion to duty have ensured the freedom and liberties that we enjoy today. We'll begin our ceremony with the national anthem, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize the following individuals and their organizations for the great things that they do for the veterans of our community. Karen Paulette, Deputy Director of Veteran Services. Peter Manley, Graves Officer. Marshfield Veterans Council. We have James Ducey, Commander of Disabled American Veterans, Chapter 35. Heather White, Commander, Disabled American Veterans Auxiliary Unit 35. George Earle, Commander of American Legion, Post 88. Kevin Filer, Commander of VFW Post 8345. Peter Manley, Commander, Korean War Veterans Association, Lopes Ferris Chapter. Jim Bennett, Commander of AMVETS Post 1996. Marshfield Board of Selectmen, Chairman Michael Bradley, Vice Chairman Chris Rohland, Clerk Steve Darcy. State Senator Patrick O'Connor. State Representative Patrick Kearney. Our first speaker will be Chris Rohland, Vice Chairman, Marshfield Board of Selectmen.
Hello. I'm honored to be speaking with you today and representing the Marshfield Board of Selectmen on such an important occasion. We're here to honor our service members and to remember the sacrifices they have made and the courage it takes to defend our great country. Many members of my family served our country's military. My grandfather, John Milton Williams, was a veteran of World War II, serving in the Navy aboard the USS destroyer Thomas F. Nickel during both the Atlantic and South Pacific theaters. Serving in our country's military was always a huge place of pride for my grandfather, and I'm here today to honor him and all the other men and women who have served. Since the first shots at Lexington and Concord were fired and our Revolutionary War began here in Massachusetts, American men and women have been answering the nation's call of duty. Millions of Americans have fought and died on battlefields here and abroad to defend our freedoms and way of life. Today, our troops continue to make the ultimate sacrifices, and even as we lose troops, more Americans step forward to say, "I'm ready to serve." They follow in the footsteps of generations of great Americans. We have awarded medals to many soldiers and added their names to monuments and named buildings for them to honor them for their bravery. But nothing can ever replace the hole left behind by a fallen service member, and no number of medals and ribbons can comfort the ones left behind. Today, people throughout the country will gather together, albeit most likely virtually, to remember, to honor, and to pay gratitude to those who have served our country. Our online gathering is just one small spark in the flame of pride that burns across the nation today and every day. It's not a lot, but it's one small way we can honor those who have made the ultimate sacrifice so that we can live in freedom. This video is a tribute to those lost troops and to their families, as well as all who have served and survived. It is a way to say we remember. From the soldiers who shivered and starved through the winter at Valley Forge, to the infantry that stormed the beaches and crouched in the muddy trenches of France, to the platoon that patrolled the hazy jungles of Vietnam, and the young men or women currently patrolling the war zones and conflicts abroad, we remember and honor them all. And so to them, I say God bless you and your families. God bless our United States military, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Our next speaker will be State Senator Patrick O'Connor.
Thank you all for joining us today on this virtual celebration of Veterans Day. It's my honor to be here with you today and share our deep appreciation that we have on the South Shore here for all the men and women who wore our country's uniform. Typically on Veterans Day, we would be gathering after a parade somewhere in a park or memorial that we can hear from speakers and truly get a sense for the deep sacrifice that so many veterans here on the South Shore have made for our community, for our Commonwealth, and for our country. This year has been difficult for so many people, but it's important that throughout COVID-19 that we maintain our traditions. And one of the best traditions that we have here on the South Shore is being able to honor and celebrate our veterans. On this day, we honor all those who served the United States in war and in peace, each of whom have carried out their patriotic duty to maintain our liberties and our freedoms. While most understand the meaning of Veterans Day, far fewer realize the historical significance of the day. 101 years ago, in 1919, President Wilson declared November 11th to be Armistice Day, a day that marked the end of the hostilities of World War I, which occurred at the 11th hour on the 11th day of the 11th month. After World War II and the Korean War, Congress replaced the word armistice with veterans as a way to formally include everyone that has served our nation. On the very first Armistice Day, President Wilson delivered the following words, quote, "To us in America, the reflections of Armistice Day will be filled with solemn pride in the heroism of those who died in the country's service, and with gratitude for the victory, both because of the thing from which it has freed us and because of the opportunity it has given America to show her sympathy with peace and justice in the councils of the nations." With that spirit in mind, I'd like to remind everyone here today to thank a veteran. Thank a veteran because they put their life on the line for ours. Thank a veteran because they were separated from their families for months and years so that we could be with ours. Thank a veteran because they do a job that's worth millions of dollars for far less. We're fortunate here in the Commonwealth, and especially in the South Shore, that we honor and cherish our veterans. But it's not just today. It's every day. We take these values with us to Beacon Hill, and we make sure that we send the same appreciation that we have today, every day, for our veterans. We do this by updating our legislation every single year to make sure that we have the best veteran benefits in the entire country. We do this by making sure that there's opportunities for housing, which we've seen in Weymouth and Marshfield, for veterans who have fallen on tough times that don't have a roof over their head. No veteran should ever worry about finding work or a roof over their head or seeking medical attention. And those are the things that we do collectively as a community, as a Commonwealth, as a legislature to make sure that those things get done. In closing, I hope that everyone has a great Veterans Day. God bless our veterans. God bless the Commonwealth, and God bless the United States of America.
Thank you, Patrick. Our last speaker will be Patrick Kearney, State Representative, Marshfield and Scituate.
Hi everyone, it's State Representative Patrick Kearney, wishing everyone in the 4th Plymouth District a happy Veterans Day. Today we celebrate the sacrifice of those that have served and continue to serve this great nation. And as we continue to fight COVID, as we wrap up elections, as we remain socially distanced from friends and family, we must never forget the sacrifices that all of our veterans have made on our behalf. So from one veteran to another, to all the veterans out there, thank you for your service. We remain grateful. I hope everyone's safe and healthy, and I look forward to seeing everyone in person soon. Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you, Patrick. We will now read the names of and render honors to Marshfield service members who laid down their lives in service to our country. From World War II, Martin L. Baker, Raymond E. Bourne, Thomas E. Johnson, Burton Peterson, Richard N. Peterson, Norman H. Randall, Walton K. Rogers, Wilfred Young, Jr. From the Korean War, Alfred Lopes, Jr., Ronald R. Ferris, Mark A. Erickson. From Vietnam War, John A. Berrio, William A. Cogshell, Ronald P. Daly, James W. Marler, Richard Olson, Edward T. Egan. Color Guards, present arms. Order arms. In closing, I want to thank everyone who made it possible for us to continue Marshfield's Veterans Day tradition of honoring our veterans that served in the armed forces of our country and those that died in military service for our country. Special thanks to our Graves Officer, Peter Mandley, and his assistants that helped decorate our graves. To the veterans, the appointed officials, and elected officials that helped with the ceremony. Marshfield Cable TV, who produced the ceremony. And last but not least, to the media who helped get the word out. Members of Marshfield High School Chorus will now conclude our ceremony with God Bless America. Thank you for viewing our ceremony. Be safe and happy Veterans Day, everyone.